Hi, hello, good evening, friends. Welcome one and all to Super 25 2.0, India's largest online stock traders conference. Friends, this is your host Ashok Devanampriya. We are in the ninth session of our Super 25 series with a topic titled Swing Trading with Bollinger Bands. The speaker for today is Mr. Amit Seth from Kolkata. He is a founder of Maverick Charts, a chartered accountant by profession. He spent significant amount of time with the big five audit firms. He has been in the financial markets ever since 2006 and he is a full-time professional trader from 2010. He is one of the first traders in India who introduced the concept of market neutral pre-trades. He has been featured in many of the blogs and media houses, including Money Control. He has been a speaker in most of the Pan India events. Well, Amit, on behalf of all my audience and my extended family, we extend our warm welcome into the program.
Thank you so much, Ashok. It's a pleasure.
The stage is yours, sir.
Yeah. Ashok, there's a start broadcast. Would you click on it so that I can,
It's already
on my
clicked.
screen?
We are on. We are already on.
Okay.
You can go ahead.
Okay, but I am still seeing it. Attendees still on hold.
Oh, no. It's on. Don't worry. Go ahead.
How do I remove this from my screen? Okay. I thank Traders Gurukul, Ashok brother, for inviting me for this webinar, and I welcome each of you for joining this webinar. The topic that we are going to cover today is swing trading with Bollinger Bands. As Ashok brother has introduced me, my name is Amit Seth, and I will give you a couple of strategies which somebody with a very less experience of the market also can use those strategies in his trading if he follows the system. So before I start with the strategies, I'm going to talk a little bit about trading psychology with you guys, which I feel is equally important in any trading system. Friends, before I begin my actual session about trading with Bollinger Bands, I would like to discuss with you a little bit about trading probabilities. I'm not going to read all this. You'll get a PDF later on and you can read all through it, but a little bit I'm going to talk about what is trading exactly. Friends, trading is a probability game. Now, what do we mean by a probability game is that when we make a model, a trading model for the purposes of our trading, we back test it and we realize that maybe that the success, first we try to find out that what percentage of my trades are successful, and second we try to find out that what are the returns we are getting on that trade. If I'm risking 10 rupees, so are we making 20, 30 or 40 rupees? So that is what is going to define my trading model. First of all, what is the success ratio, and when the trades are successful, what amount of money we are making. So whenever you are trading, please keep this in mind. Mark Douglas, one of the famous authors of Trading in the Zone, explains it well, that somebody who masters a probability game produces uncertain outcome with consistent results. Meaning, suppose we have backtested a system and we find that out of 10 times, 6 times the trade is successful. So that means that whenever we take a trade, we don't know that whether my next trade is going to be successful or not. But what we know that it will produce a consistent result over a period of 10 trades. So in a period of 10 trades, as per my back test, I will be successful 6 times, but it is not certain that the very trade which I start with, that is going to be successful. So if your first or 1 or 2 trades are not successful in any business, in any trading model, one should not be disheartened. He should let the probability play out. So whenever you are testing a trading model, take at least 10 trades and then come to a conclusion that whether this model is working in real time or not. Friends, to illustrate this concept, a casino on an average has 4.5% probability advantage over a player. So the casino does not know like whether they are going to win the next, whether they are going to win the next slot or not. But They know that if they are going to take, if the customers are going to take enough bets, ultimately the casino is going to make money. A trader should always understand that markets are random. Anything can happen to the current trade. Trade may be successful or it may not be successful. Friends, no matter what kind of technical analysis you do, what kind of system you employ, no analysis or no system is going to produce 100% certainty. In reality, the win rate is far from 100%. However, as long as the trader has a trading plan that can produce positive expected value, he can expect consistent results over a large number of trades. The crucial point here is positive expected value. So you can go through all this this particular slide where I have spoken that a trader should start with a trading plan which has a positive expected value. And one of the most important thing is that the mentality of a successful trader is also very different from an average trader. And how is it so that a successful trader, he has no emotional attachment to any individual trades. He has nothing to prove that he is right or wrong about the trade. He knows each trade is random. Although there is no way that he knows if the current trade will come out to be a winner or a loser, he is confident that after doing some things enough times, he will be a winner. This is what I spoke about just 2 minutes back. This concept can do wonders to your trading. Trading suddenly becomes less stressful. We just have to execute the trade and let the markets decide whether a trade will be a winner or a loser. Friends, when we believe or assume them to be 100%, things to be 100% true until proved otherwise, this isn't how trading works. In trading, the probability of a successful trade is normally between 40 to 60%. It depends on the market condition and timing of the trades. Friends, this is a very important point. We can be successful with 40% of trades and make a lot of money as long as we can manage them correctly. However, let's say even if we are successful in 88% of the trades, we can still lose money if we don't manage our trades poorly. That means what happens is 80% of the time you're successful and 20% of the times you're not adhering to the stop loss. Then what will happen is that those 20% of the trades is going to take all your profits which you have made in the rest 80% of the trades. As per the law of probability in trading, it is more important to be profitable than to be right. So friends, the system which I am going to discuss with you today, please keep that in mind. Our objective is to be profitable. Our objective is not to be right. Our objective is to be profitable. I will just give me 1 second. I will use a pointer so that I can put in color. It's okay. Pen. Yeah, it's fine. So friends, the indicators that we are going to use in today's session are Bollinger Bands and RSI. As you Bollinger Bands use two parameters. We are not going to do any change to the settings of the Bollinger Bands. It is going to be standard 20 period and 2 standard deviation. Friends, when the bands tighten during a period of low volatility, it raises the likelihood of a sharp move in the either direction. So friends, whenever there is a volatility squeeze in a Bollinger Band, we should take advantage of that squeeze because it is highly likely that we are going to get a good move, which is going to be a beginning of a trending move. When the bands separate by an unusual large amount, volatility increases and any existing trend may be ending. A strong trend continuation can be expected when the price moves out of the bands. Price can exceed or hug a band envelope for prolonged periods during strong trends. So basically, friends, you all know these are the features of the Bollinger Bands. We are going to use it today to define our trading strategy. Friends, this is a chart of a normal price chart with candles, and I have plotted a Bollinger Band. The settings are standard 20 period setting, 20 and 2. We are not making any changes to the setting of the Bollinger Bands. So this is the middle Bollinger Band, which is nothing but 20 period SMA, and this is the upper Bollinger Band, and this is the lower Bollinger Band, which is nothing but 2 standard deviation of the 20 period simple moving average. Friends, we see, like I have discussed about the Bollinger Bands, whenever you're going to see a compression in Bollinger Bands, there is going to be a trending move. So whenever the bands are going to compress, there is highly likely that we are going to get a trending move, because my volatility is squeezed in this particular portion. So whenever the volatility will expand, we will get a trending move. So this particular feature of Bollinger Band we are going to use for the purposes of our trading system, which I am going to discuss as we progress with the session. Again, we can see that the Bollinger Bands squeezed here and we had a trending move. Again, at this point of time, we saw that there is a compression. You see the kind of compression, the way the volatility has squeezed at this portion, and what is the result after that? There is a trending move. So this particular feature of Bollinger Band, friends, you should keep in mind that whenever the bands are going to squeeze, we are going to see a trending move. But this particular information is not sufficient. We are going to develop a model based on this compression. The other very feature of Bollinger Bands is that we can use Bollinger Bands for the purpose of mean reversion trading. By mean reversion, what do we mean? That you can see prices have moved out of the band here, and again they revert back to the mean. So what is the mean in this case? The 20 SMA. The 20 SMA is my mean. Again, we see prices have moved out of the band and they again revert to the mean. Revert to the mean means where my 20 SMA is there. At this point, we can see once again bands moved out of the particular Bollinger Band and they reverted back to this mean. Similar scenarios we can see at this point and this point. The system that we are going to discuss today is that which particular trades are to be taken, at what point the bands are going to revert back to the mean. So, for example, if as per our system this is a valid trade, then what we will do is we will go short here and we'll aim for this middle Bollinger Band. This we are going to discuss in a system as a trading strategy as we progress in this session. The other indicator that we are going to use is a relative strength index. I need not go through all this. When you will get the PPT, you can read through all this. That we all know that this particular indicator was introduced by Wallace Wilder in 1978. It is a very popular momentum indicator, and we are going to use momentum to our advantage to define our trading system. This is the formula of a relative strength index. You can get this over Google. If you are interested, you can go into detail and study how relative strength values are arrived. This is the basic formula of the relative strength index. I'm not going into the detail because I know most of you are interested in the strategy part of it, which we are going to begin very soon. The first strategy, friends, that we are going to use today is mean reversion trading with Bollinger Bands and RSI. By mean reversion, what I mean is that something which is overextended, we are assuming that it will at least revert back to the mean at least once. But this something is going to be defined with the help of a trading system. Now, if prices are extended, it's not that you and I feel that the prices are extended and we are going to short or we are going to long that particular stock. The system must tell us that yes, the prices are now extended and it is now time for a mean revision. So we are going to discuss with you, what I'm going to discuss with you today is a strategy where we can define a mean reversion system. So we are going to take advantage of extremities. We are going to take advantage of extreme readings on both Bollinger Band and RSI to make a mean reversion system, which is a very profitable system, and I have been using this system consistently for a lot of my trades. Friends, in this particular strategy, we are going to use Bollinger Bands, normal 20 SMA and 2 SD settings. RSI will be normal 14 period setting with 70-30 levels. Why I am telling you all this is ki, after the webinar, I get a lot of queries, sir, what is going to be the setting? So you will get this in the PPT also, and I am making this clear for the purposes of my first strategy. I am not making any changes to the Bollinger Band. These